Welcome back to the Puddin' Creek Rod Shop. Now you're probably asking yourself, what in the world has Puddin' Creek got going on today? Is he getting ready for a yard sale? Well, no, that's not it. You see, I could have sworn a year or two ago, I ordered a brand new set of 6-volt bulb sockets for the Puddin' Creek Rod Shop truck, and I was pretty sure they were in this green tote pan where all the other 49 GMC shop truck parts are stored. All those parts that the little woman has been after me to get on the truck and get finished up. And I was just thinking if I could find those bulb sockets, I could pop those into new brake lights for Minnie Pearl, and that'd be one more thing off my list. Now, brake lights are not really my project for today. On today's video, we've got sunshine outside, and we are going to light into that rear end and try to get it pressure washed and degreased and sandblasted and in primer. I mean, we are running out of days until this wedding is going to be here. Maybe I could just rob the 6-volt bulb sockets out of these new lights and just replace them later when I get ready to put them on the shop truck. Well, these are not going to work. That's not the right style at all. Now, digging through the parts shelves is a lot of fun, but there ain't nobody got time for this today. I am burning sunlight, and sunlight has been in short supply here lately. I've got to get this rear end ready to get sandblasted. I took some mineral spirits and cleaned up the drive shaft splines and also the speedometer gear, and that way this will all be ready to assemble after it's painted. It won't need any degreasing or cleaning. Right now what I'm doing is masking all this off with duct tape, and the reason I'm using duct tape is because I'm going to sandblast this whole assembly, and I don't want any sand, or in my case I'm using coal slag, but I don't want any coal slag down in the speedometer gear or the torque tube. I want all this sealed up good. Son, it's hot outside today. But the good news is it's calling for sunshine all day long. So maybe we can get this thing degreased and pressure washed and let the sun dry it real good and then commence to sandblasting on it, get it sandblasted and get it in a coat of primer before the day's over. That's my goal anyway. Now previously I went over the whole rear end with some mineral spirits just to get the real heavy grease off of it. And now I'm using the purple power and the pressure washer to get down in the grooves and the nicks and the crannies to get all the rest of the grease out of it before I go to sandblasting. Now I know I just told you the weatherman is calling for sunshine all day long, but look at them rain clouds. I mean, the weatherman has lied to me before. Now the reason I'm working so hard to get every speck of grease off of this is because once you start sandblasting, if you have a big pocket of old hard grease, the sand just kind of bounces off of it or sticks to it. It just kind of makes a mess. It don't really sandblast the metal underneath it very well. What you want is you want it completely grease-free before you start sandblasting, and that way after you sandblast, there's no grease or oil to contend with. You just need to get the sandblast dust off of it and you're ready for primer. Sunshine all day long, the weatherman said. Well, I just barely got the rear end inside and got the garage door shut, and look at this. Now, friends and neighbors, the Model A Ford torque tube clamshell is not going to work with that 39 Ford transmission we installed. So what we need is a clamshell off of a 39 or later transmission. Now, right here is one I robbed off of a 40 Ford Coupe I had years back, and no, it was not a moonshine hauler. Anytime you say 40 Ford Coupe, people want to know, was it a moonshine car? It was just an old project car. There wasn't no extra leaf springs under the back or truck springs under the back or extra gas tank or cable to pull to make an oil slick out the back, all that stuff that you hear about. It was just an old 40 Ford. Bring all my mules out here and kick them one time. Son, it's hot outside today. It's a new day. I'm back at it. The weatherman says all sunshine today. I believe him today. It's so hot I saw a squirrel burying a beer cooler. I've got Mini Pearl's rear end and torque tube assembly set up out here. I've took duct tape and taped off the joint between the backing plates and the drums to keep coal dust from going down in there. I've got the front taped off and sealed up. I took all the grease fittings out and put block-off plugs in them. I've got it all sealed up and ready to start slinging some coal dust. Now the paint on the axle bells, the side pieces, that is blowing off there just like nothing. I mean, it's coming off like it's Krylon or Rust-Oleum or something out of a rattle can. But whoever painted the center section, the banjo section, and the torque tube, that's a whole different deal. That's some serious paint on there. And it's coming off slow as Christmas. And on top of that, I'm blasting right out in the direct sun. I think it's only 87 degrees right now, but it feels like 187 degrees with this face shield on and this dust mask over my mouth. It's like trying to breathe through a wool blanket. Well, my back's sore, my shoulders are sore, my trigger finger's sore, my shirt's soaked with sweat, my pants are soaked with sweat, and I don't even have it ready to flip over and do the bottom side yet. Man, it's hot out here. I think I'm going to take a 30-minute break and then come back and get right back at it. Man, this is some crazy weather. I was taking a short break and all of a sudden I heard rain start hitting the tin roof, and another summer storm broke out just exactly like it did yesterday, just out of nowhere, out of a completely sunny sky, and it drenched everything. It's got my rear end all wet. It's already started to surface rust. What's left of my bag of coal slag is all soaking wet now. It's like coal mud, and it's starting to look like a lagoon back here behind the shop. I may never get this car ready for this wedding.
She makes good cornbread. She makes good cornbread. She makes good cornbread. It's the best in town.
All right, what are we making, little woman?
We're gonna make pimento cheese.
Pimento cheese.
Out of this Duke's mayonnaise with this Duke's no added sugar.
Is there going to be any Miracle Whip in this recipe?
No.
No Miracle Whip.
No. And I'm gonna be honest, I've tried this Duke's mayonnaise. I'm not sure I love it.
Oh, okay. You're not sold on it, huh?
But, I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely better than Miracle Whip.
Now, people in the comments keep saying we can't be Southern and have never tried Duke's mayonnaise. But I've never even heard anybody else eating Duke's mayonnaise. Everybody around here eats pretty much Miracle Whip, don't they? What do they eat if they don't eat Miracle Whip?
They don't eat Miracle Whip.
Well, what do they eat?
They eat mayonnaise. JFG is made in Knoxville.
Oh, okay.
The company is Knoxville.
So people here eat JFG because it's made in Knoxville.
But I guess most people just use Kraft. I don't know. Duke's is not a huge thing. Didn't say I had Duke's. I think I have. I think Dollywood has little packets of Duke's mayonnaise or whatever, but I've never bought Duke's mayonnaise.
Well, I've never really seen anybody eat Duke's mayonnaise, so it must just be our area. Have you seen other people eat a lot of Duke's mayonnaise?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, me either. The people in the comments say there's no way we can be Southern if we're not eating Duke's mayonnaise.
Well,
We're pretty Southern, aren't we?
Honestly, Duke's is expensive, and you know, we're budget meal people.
All right. Now we get to the fact of the matter.
But I guess, like I said, I always thought I hated mayonnaise because my mother bought Miracle Whip. She's not from here. And then I discovered that I didn't hate mayonnaise. I hate Miracle Whip. We're going to half this recipe. This is 4 ounces of sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, and 2 ounces of sharp white cheddar. And then it says grate a tablespoon of onion, so we're going to do half a tablespoon. This one might not be big enough.
I like Miracle Whip, and I'm from East Tennessee all my life, and your mama's from Kansas, and she likes Miracle Whip. Did her whole family eat Miracle Whip in Kansas?
I have no idea.
She was raised on a farm in Kansas. I was raised on a farm in East Tennessee. Maybe Miracle Whip's just a farm kid thing. You're not buying that?
Maybe it's a rich person's thing. I don't know.
Rich? We wasn't rich. We're just poor farm people.
Well, Miracle Whip is name brand craft, so my guess is it was just sold as some kind of hooty-toity, hooty-faluty kind of thing. But I don't know. You'll have to ask your mama why she bought Miracle Whip. But again, my mama bought Miracle Whip and called it mayonnaise.
We called it mayonnaise too. Matter of fact, I think I was calling it mayonnaise right up to the time I met you, and you said, that's not mayonnaise.
Shoot, I'm gonna cry. You're just so funny, I'm gonna cry. What'd I say? A tablespoon. Oh. Then a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. And we're not gonna use fresh lemon juice.
No.
Don't have that available.
We use the redneck version.
Yep.
Fresh from a plastic bottle.
Teaspoon, yep. And I'm not a fan of Worcestershire either, so.
So that means you're not going to put as much in it as the recipe calls for?
No. It means this is your lunch, not mine. 1 tablespoon of Worcester. So again, we're halving. 1/4 a teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
There you go.
It says 4 ounces, so 2. Pimentos. And then this fancy smancy smooth and creamy Duke's mayonnaise. It says 1/2 cup. We're not going to use 1/2 cup though, because we're only going to use. Oh, for goodness. Good thing I don't have a cooking show.
You think stuff gets knocked over in a professional cooking show? This is a hot rod show. They're getting this at no extra charge.
Oh my goodness. Holy goodness. Okay, I think that's it.
You think people that tune into our hot rod show and see a cooking segment say, what in the wide world is going on here?
I'm sure they think we're crazy.
We just gotta do things our own way, don't we?
Well, somebody sent us this book. We gotta try. We gotta try it.
Looks good already.
All right.
Here's the finished product. Looks delicious.
Well, I guess you get to try it.
All right. Duke's mayonnaise, pimento cheese. It looks good. Very good.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's a lot spicier than pimento cheese like you just get at the store. It's like Spanish pimento cheese. It's got a little bite to it. It's good. I like it. Next week, can we do the same thing again, but with Miracle Whip, and then we can do a taste test?
Okay. Well, I think it needed a little more mayonnaise.
More mayonnaise.
So.
Well, that cayenne pepper makes it kick, though, don't it? Mm-hmm. You think it's supposed to be that hot?
I guess. I mean, it doesn't have any sugar in it. I'm sure you're missing that.
Because they put sugar in a pimento cheese from a store.
Probably. Probably.
I told you the cayenne kicks. This should be called kicking pimento cheese. What's your review?
I mean, it's not bad. I don't love it.
You don't love it?
I don't think it's a mayonnaise though.
I think it's the Duke's.
I don't know. I think it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look up another recipe.
Oh.
It's just not Mrs. Grissom's pimento cheese.
Which is the one from the store.
Which is the one you said had no cheese in it.
Yeah. Yeah, she buys this pimento cheese from the store. And I looked at it, I thought this was really good. And I looked at the ingredients and it has no cheese in it whatsoever. It's all seed oils, sugar, corn syrup, nothing that's good for you. And no cheese. It's like Pringles. Pringles has no potatoes in it whatsoever.
But it was good.
It was good.
Now, this is the one she was buying at the grocery store, Mrs. Grissom's. It tastes really good, but it has no actual cheese in it. Imitation American cheese, which is water and palm oil and food starch and probably sheetrock dust. I don't know. There's nothing good in this. Now, guys, the little woman worked a 12-and-a-half-hour nursing shift last night, so I just assumed she would sleep all day today. I would, but not her. She's way too tough for that. She got up this morning and decided to mow the yard. So I'm back here just sandblasting away, and I look up and I see her coming around the corner of the barn, and she's carrying, of all things, the mower deck wheel.
Oh, you have a new stock available.
Yeah.
You're just waiting on me to do the walk of shame.
I was hoping it wouldn't be today, so I keep sandblasting. I thought you was going to sleep all day. But you'd sleep and everybody else would be on vacation. I wouldn't be disturbed while I'm sandblasting.
Well, it's nice that you're prepared. I thought this was going to be a deal breaker.
That's the only one I got, so don't need any more rocks.
You better order another one. Okay.
So while I'm here sandblasting in this hot sun, the kiddo and all of her girlfriends, they're down in Florida having a bachelorette party slash vacation slash girls getaway. I don't know what they're having. But anyway, one of her friends asked all the members of the kiddo's family to record a short video clip, and they were going to put all the clips together and make a little film to show the kiddo at her bachelorette party. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, everybody recorded a clip. The little woman recorded a clip, and I recorded a clip. And I thought, since you guys are following along on this whole wedding deal, I'm going to play the clip I recorded for you, and then I'm going to play the recording of the kiddo and her friends seeing it for the first time. Well, Haley, while you're down in Florida, bacheloretting it up and having a big time, I'm here in the shop working on your wedding getaway car. Now, I just took a little break to make this video to tell you I love you and hope you're having a big time down there and a lot of fun. And also to tell you that if I don't get this car done on time, I've got a plan B. I've got a backup plan. I've got another way that you and Brody can leave your wedding in style. It's another mode of transportation. I think you're going to like it. Its name is Plan B.
They can come over here and mow Randy's yard.
Well, Haley, I'm here in the shop working on your wedding getaway car. Now, I just took a little break to make this video to tell you I love you and hope you're having a big time down there and a lot of fun. And also to tell you that if I don't get this car done on time, I've got a plan B. I've got a backup plan. I've got another way that you and Brody can leave your wedding in style. It's another mode of transportation. I think you're going to like it. Its name is Plan B. Guys, you got to have a little fun. Life's too short not to laugh. Now, I'm not laughing over this rear end. I got a couple more places to blast, and then I'm going to be ready to flip it over and start on the other side. Man, this is going slow, and man, this is hot. Now, while I'm sandblasting the rest of this side and getting the rest of this surface rust off, why don't we go down to Mississippi and check in on our buddy Ron Corder and the Puddin Creek Rod Shop shop sign.
All right, Puddin Creek, there's about 16 of these babies in the sign frame for the Puddin Creek sign. So basically, all I'm really needing here is the 90. I've got them running wild on the tail and on the head of them. So I'll cut those to the right spot and weld them into the framework. Just like the originals did. Okay, this is where it's going to happen. This is where the Puddin Creek Rod Shop sign is going to be built. This was a Model A build table. So I built Model A bodies on here. So now I've converted to the Puddin Creek Rod Shop sign build table. Okay, the sign frame's got a few layers to it. So this is the first layer. This is close to center, probably a foot away from center. It runs over here, and this is a run out right here. We'll cut this to length once we start fitting the buttons to it. But this is going to be the main structure of the sign right in here. So this section here is 7.5 feet long. So there'll be another one just like it. And then a 40-inch section between the two. So it'll give us our 17-foot frame.
All right, guys, I got the top half all sandblasted and finished, and I flipped it over to do the bottom. And right here's what I like on the bottom. There's not a whole lot left to do, but the problem is I'm running low on coal slag. I had bought 2 brand new bags to do this job, and I used about 80% of the first bag, and then that crazy rainstorm came and soaked what was left in the bag, so it's not usable anymore. And this is the second bag, and this is how much I have left. Put it in the comments if you think I'll make it before I run out. All right, I've got both sides sandblasted. The only thing is, it is so hot outside today and so humid that I am just soaked in sweat. You can see my pants are soaked in sweat. My t-shirt under this button-up shirt is just completely wet with sweat. I've got sweat dripping off my forehead and all over this mask. But what's going on, the sweat has been dripping on this raw metal, and it's so humid out today that it's just rusting it right back. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to flip it back over one more time and just real quick hit it, just go over the whole thing with a blast of dust and get any of those rusty sweat spots off of it before I pick it up with the tractor and get a big air wand and try to blow it clean and wipe it down and do the whole 9 yards. It's just rusting from sweat drips. It's the craziest thing ever. All right, guys, there's the aftermath of blasting about 100 pounds of coal slag through that little gun. And yes, I did run out. I had to go over in the other building and drain some out of my sandblast booth into this red 5-gallon bucket. Now, the coal slag does a fantastic job, but the last time I went to Northern Tool, they only had the red bags, which is the fine grit. And what you really want is the black bags, Black Diamond brand, but in a black bag. That's what was in my sandblast booth that I drained into that red 5-gallon bucket. And when I switched over to that, man alive, it went a lot faster. In hindsight, I should have went up to Rural King. They have the coarse grit. I should have just drove there, but that's a different city than we're in. It would have took me about an hour to get there. But in hindsight, I would have just went to Rural King and bought some of that coarse grit and would have made this job go a lot faster. Now, friends and neighbors, it was at this time right here that everything kind of went sideways for your old buddy Puddin' Creek. Let me tell you what happened. I had got that rear end all strapped up to the tractor and had raised it up in the air, and I took a big long air wand, a full blast air wand, and I was using some high pressure air to blow all that coal slag dust off of it, blowing down in the nooks and the crannies and really trying to get it clean. Well, as I was blowing it off, I noticed some dark clouds moving in, and I got it all blown off, and then I took some wax and grease remover and started wiping it down. And as I was wiping it down with wax and grease remover, it really got dark outside, and I could hear some thunder in the distance. And so then I decided that I needed to change my plan. My normal plan would be wipe it down and get it all set up and ready for prime. I was going to primer it with the paint gun, mix up some good automotive primer. But I got to thinking, if it rains on this thing, I'm going to be in a mess. And if I just set it in the building raw metal, as damp and humid as it is right now, it's just going to have surface rust all over it again in the morning. I got to do something quick. So I ran in the shop and I grabbed a rattle can of rust converter and I gave it the world's fastest rust converter paint job. I mean, I put it on there fast. And the reason I put it on there fast is because as I was putting it on there, I heard thunder and then I saw lightning in the distance. And I mean, that'll get you in high gear on spray bombing. So let's get this put inside before the rain comes and before I get struck by lightning. Good googly moogle. Well, I sure am glad I decided to give it a coat of rust converter. I mean, with this storm, I'm going to have a lagoon outside the shop and probably one inside the shop before it's all said and done. Well, it's been a long day. My clothes are just absolutely soaking wet with sweat. I've got 2 pounds of coal slag dust on my shirt and down the back of my collar and behind my ears and even all the way down inside my drawers. I mean, this stuff's in my socks and everywhere. And then on top of that, I got completely drenched from the storm. I was out there trying to put the tractor up and trying to get the sandblast gun and the sandblast stuff all put up in the dry. And I got drenched on top of that. You know, I used to drive by a golf course and look at those guys out there playing golf. And I used to think, boy, that's a goofy hobby. Who in the world would want to do that? But at this time right now, I'm sort of considering maybe some golf clubs or maybe a fishing rod. Surely there's a better hobby than hot rodding. My shirt was so covered in coal slag, I just took it out and hung it in the rain. Maybe the rain will wash some of it off.
She makes good cornbread. She makes good cornbread. She makes good cornbread. It's the best in town.
Okay, we're having an unscheduled mail day. This one is from Weisenheimer Hot Rod. People who make the Shift knobs.
Shift knobs. Weisenheimer's our buddy Tommy that makes all the cool shift knobs you guys been buying.
Shopping at an antique store the other day, saw this and thought of you and the mini pearl. A must-have for you. Told me it wasn't.
Hey, old Minnie. That's got the price tag on it too, ain't it?
$1.98.
What's it say on the back?
Howdy.
1989. How about that? That is antique.
Mini pearl. So did she sign it? Is that hers?
Yeah, I think so. That's an autograph. Oh, it says, okay, I see now. It says howdy. That's an autograph mini pearl thing. That's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah, that's neat.
I didn't catch that the first time.
Thank you, Tommy. How neat.
That's
She
very
found
neat,
that.
ain't
Where?
I think he said he found it in an antique mall.
Well, I know, but he don't live here. He lives in Pennsylvania or somewhere, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. This one is from Bogus, Charleston, West Virginia. The Little Woman.
All right.
I like mail day today.
Yeah. Everything's addressed to you.
Oh my goodness. Little Woman, I've enclosed a recipe for cornbread salad. It's a favorite with friends and family. I thought you might like it as well. I'm also sending some strawberry jam I made this summer. Best, Julie Bogus. I hope that's spelled right. Pudding Creek. This is the Western Auto catalog I was telling you about. I am also sending along a 29 Model A Roadster model kit.
Huh.
I was thinking you could modify it to look like the mini pearl and incorporate it into the wedding cake. LOL. All the best, Chris and Julie Bogus. Bogus. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Have to check with the kiddo on that, see if we can put a model car on the wedding cake. What do you think
I
the
think that's a
chances
good
are
idea.
that? Do you think it's a good idea? All right. You think the kiddo will think it's a good idea?
Probably not. That's pretty.
Oh, all right. That's an old one there, ain't it? That is really cool. Western Auto, the family store. It's really old. Swing sets. Wagons. Huh. I'd like to know what year it is. May 1964. How about that? I bet them Wizard washers and dryers sure beat these Samsungs we got now, don't you?
I'm sure. Sure be whatever I thought, for sure.
Oh, that's an old model kit. That's the old 2-in-1 kit. I like that. Very cool.
Strawberry jam.
Oh, strawberry jam to go eat that while you're building the model. I'm showing this model kit real good because we've got a bunch of model car builders that follow our channel. There's actually a pretty good community of model car builders that follow the channel.
Right.
Take the lid off that box. I can't do it with one hand.
Oh.
Let's see. Looks like inside. I just see by the comments there's always lots of model car builders commenting on the channel. Even the instructions are cool back on them old models. Flip it over there. Huh. Very cool. 3-in-1 kit. So you could build it stock original or 2 different ways custom. How about that? Oh, okay, it's got two models. It's already built in. There's a stock one. There's the custom. Huh. How about that? There's the old Barrist style grill.
Well, at least somebody was smart enough not to put that on there.
Yeah. Because you don't like it? All right. Thank you very much for the jam and the model. All right. You guys remember a few episodes back, I found out that one of the rear shocks on Mini Pearl was bad and it was going to need to be rebuilt. Well, I'm running into a real time crunch on this project, so I went ahead and contacted Apple Hydraulics up in New York, and I ordered one of their rebuilt original shocks. These are not repops. They take the original shock and rebuild it. They'll take your original shock and rebuild it and return it to you, but I didn't really have time for that. So what I did is just ordered one that they already had rebuilt on the shelf, and then I sent them my old one back and got the core charge refunded on it. Boy, that looks nice, and it is an original Hudali shock. Looks like they did a great job. We'll have to test it out mechanically and see how it feels, but looks like it's very well done. I also placed an order with Snyder's Model A parts. You guys remember that the kiddo said she wanted the horn to work, the Auga horn. Well, the Auga horn does not work on Mini Pearl, so I ordered a bunch of parts to rebuild it, and we'll be doing that on a future video.
That is so cute.
You think?
I love it. That is so cute.
The Auga horn is cute?
Yeah, that vision is so adorable.
The vision of the Auga horn blowing?
Yes, I see it right now.
Well, friends and neighbors, we are coming right down to the wire on the marriage carriage project here. I mean, I've got to really kick it into high gear to get this thing done in time. Now, I hope you enjoyed the show today, and if you did enjoy the show, take just a minute and leave me a comment and let me know. Now, if you want to get yourself a Mini Pearl shifter knob, or a Mini Pearl t-shirt, or a Mini Pearl coffee mug, well, just head on over to puddingcreek.com and place your order. The little woman, she'll box it up and ship it right to your door. And as always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.